How does an engine of a plane work?
An engine of a plane, it works like this. Like in a tube, sucks in the air, then it takes it to the compressor. After taking it to the compressor squeezes it with the fans. After squeezing it with the fans, it becomes hot temperature, and the hot temperature goes in the combustion chamber, hot air. Then after that, it mixes with the fuel, then it creates a burn. And that burn goes and makes the turbine spin. And after making the turbine spin, the turbine creates the thrust.
Wow. So Elon Musk figured out this boy was the kind of person that is likely to be that kind of person in future, and they gave you a scholarship.
Yeah.
Wow. Quite interesting. So, recently you received some gifts from Boeing. I'm actually seeing them in studio with us. What exactly are they? What are those?
They're kind of...
Toy cars? Like we said toy planes? Like we said toy cars?
Okay, they are made out of metal. And they have real landing, almost like real.
Okay.
But when they are the same.
Okay. It's more like they are toys, but toys in the same bit of make like a real plane would be, right?
Yeah. Like with steel. With real
steel material, not plastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like not these Ugandan things.
Even.
No, not like Ugandan planes toys.
Yes, I get you.
They are different. Them they are made out of metal.
So how did it make you feel when you received those gifts?
It made me feel like I'm already a real captain.
Okay.
I am already.
I like Ate, I am already. Okay. Then there's that question that I've seen you responding to in videos, how the engines of a plane work. How does an engine of a plane work?
An engine of a plane, it works like this. Like in a tube, sucks in the air, then it takes it to the compressor. After taking it to the compressor squeezes it with the fans. After squeezing it with the fans, it becomes hot temperature, and the hot temperature goes in the combustion chamber, hot air. Then after that, it mixes with the fuel, then it creates a burn. And that burn goes and makes the turbine spin. And after making the turbine spin, the turbine creates the thrust.
Wow, interesting. Oops. Looks like we don't need to wait till that time when he will be a coined captain, because he's indeed captain in the making. Call us on 0783 064 530 and talk to the young captain in the house, that is Shema Graham. He's having a hope and a dream of getting to Mars, and he says he'll actually do it alongside Elon Musk. Elon Musk has posted something early morning, something quite interesting, and it's all about nominalization, hoping that Graham saw it, because I had to tag him in just in case. He has a hope of going to Mars, and I'm wondering how. As we wait to pick on those phone calls, Captain, why exactly do you have a desire to go to Mars?
I have a desire to go to Mars to discover more things with Elon Musk.
And not Pluto, not Plato, not Neptune, not Saturn.
Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune. Those ones you can go on them. Those ones they don't have solid ground.
So the best would be Mars.
Yeah,
it's going
Mars
to be
and the moon.
And the moon. But Mars would be expensive and adventure. How are you hoping to make it possible? Or it's possibly going to be your best friend Elon Musk facilitating?
I'll pray for Elon Musk to make me to go to Mars.
Wow. 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 Well, let's talk to these phone callers and see what they have to say to us. Talk to us, caller.
Yes, good morning, this is Emma.
Good morning, Emma. How are you, Sebo?
I'm okay. I want to ask the captain that he has a national ID.
Okay, that will be, oh my, interesting. He'll be answering. Do you have another question as well? Oh, he's off. Do you have a national ID, Captain Graham Shema?
No.
Interesting. So Emma, you must have heard that he doesn't have a national ID, but come on, he's still below 18. The process is quite long. It's only when you're 16 that you begin the registration process and have the ID come your way. Shema, can you fly a plane from Uganda to Somalia alone? And you can be stable?
Yeah.
Without any sort of fear. So Emma, you've been answered. Probably you've had that. Let me find out from you, Captain Shema. What are those, some of those, confusing bits to us, the lay guys that do not know so much about the plane, that you know on the dashboard of the cockpit of a plane? Understand there are those...
Instruments.
The instruments. Oh, instruments, yes, that's the right phrase.
Yeah, instruments.
Mention some few that you know, that you're well versed with.
Oh.
There is that
Turn
you look into to see the levels of the plane when you're landing.
Turn and sleep. There is turn and sleep. Turn and sleep. What it does, it shows you that when you're rolling like this, and also there is the speed indicator.
Okay.
And the speed indicator, I'm still learning some.
Yes.
Forgot some.
Yes. But it's okay. It's okay, because after all of us learn, and we pick one at a go. I mean, we are so proud. We say we are good drivers, but if you went to a person randomly and tell them, what does that indicate on your dashboard? Say, mechanica. So it's okay. It's very okay. And with the knowledge you have of aviation, it's actually surprising that you have that percentage of knowledge. It's too much already. Yes, Mr. Instructor. By the way, what title do you hold as instructor? Are you as well a captain or general, maybe colonel or something?
I am an instructor, but you can call me captain.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wish.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, in aviation, if you're not sure of something, don't say it out.
Okay.
So, because we are dealing with the lives of people.
Yes.
Once you mess up, we are missing many lives of people. So it is organized, so you have to be careful, because aviation, like the sea, is unforgiving of careless mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is interesting. That is quite interesting. Let me get into other phone calls. Let me get probably maybe, yes, Captain.
Have you ever wondered about these doors?
The doors?
These doors here.
Yes.
These doors are for emergency.
Really?
Yeah.
So what happens? I can jump out when things are going berserk?
Yeah, okay, you open the door. Then you jump here on the wing. If you have a parachute, you come and jump very safely.
Really?
Yeah. And also when the pilot is stuck in the cockpit, and the plane is going to crash. There's here up. Do you see this?
Yeah, that's a section above where they sit.
Yeah.
Within the what they
sit. Do you see that one is for when the pilot gets out?
It can open.
Yeah, it can open. Then he moves here like this. Then he walks here very carefully.
That is past the body of the plane towards the section of the wings.
Yeah.
Okay. But is it that simple anyway? Because we are talking of emergency in the airs, that is in the skies rather. And man, we are talking of it's opening, then I move, then I get towards the wings, and remember it's at a high speed.
I want to tell you how the aircraft takes off.
Tell us.
When the aircraft is taking off, it's the increase in lift force. The increase in lift force has three techniques. The three techniques are high speed, angle of attack, use of flaps, and slats. Lift is greater than weight.
Okay.
And thrust increases the speed of the aircraft. If it increases the speed of the aircraft, it means the third Newton law.
Wow.
The third Newton law means equal and opposite reaction.
Yes,
So it means the thrust is greater than drag.
Gravity.
No, thrust is greater than drag. The drag lowers the plane down.
Okay.
And what? When the aircraft is taking off and it's going up, it pinches up and it's 50 degrees.
Okay, at 50 degrees, yes.
Yeah.
So when do the warps, is it the warping, the flaps coming?
No, not the flaps, but the elevators.
Okay.
Let me show you. These are the elevators.
Well, for you that is out that side, you can't see what's happening in studio, but if you looked at a plane, the seemingly wing-like features on the back side of the plane are what we are referring to as elevators. Yes,
They are
go
called
ahead.
elevators. I know it's like a type of elevator, but it's not an elevator.
Okay. Wow. And you know when you're dealing with young men, they are brief. They don't want to go astray when they are explaining. Let's first and foremost...
I'm still...
oh, sorry. I apologize, Captain.
It's okay. So it pinches up like this.
Yes.
At it's 50 degrees. And okay. Also, when the aircraft is here, it squeezes the air using the slats and the ailerons. And not the ailerons, but it's here. The slats.
That is the section just above the wings that
Here.
bear the
Here.
engines.
Here.
Yes.
There.
Yes.
Here. So they squeeze the air, then they increase the lift in lift force.
The force. Yes.
Then after that, when the plane reaches here like this, this is a certain level. I know it's called certain level, but it means all the parts are equal. They can move, but they are straight.
Yes.
When it's like this.
Equilibrium.
Yeah. But when it's landing, it goes like
It-
I didn't tell you about that. Like changing, when it's changing, it uses the ailerons and the ladder.
okay.
This one they call it the ladder.
Oh, the hind bit of what we think is a wing as well. Okay. The one that often points, to the skies.
Yeah. They change you like this. When they are changing, that's how they go. But now it's going to pinch down.
Pointed downwards. Yes, pinching
But
as you call it.
So, what? Weight is greater than lift now.
When it is going down, weight is greater than the lift, the uplift force.
Yeah,
Okay.
which lifts the aircraft.
Yes, when it is flying, setting off.
So it puts it down. Then also the drag. So the drag now it's greater than thrust.
Okay. So whatever was strong when it was getting off the ground becomes weak
Then after
coming
that,
down.
Then after that it lands down. And do you see these are called engines?
Yes.
They open. The engines can open.
Yeah.
Then the air which has to go in front, the air goes in front, which has to go behind.
Okay.
That's how it's.
Okay, we shall pick it up at that. Let's probably engage Mama, Madame Shamim. Is it Shamim Mwanaisha? Yes, Mwanaisha. Very interesting name it is. Tell us about this whole bit of adventure with your son, Captain Shema.
Anyway, thank you, listeners. Like about Captain Shema. Shema is a very young boy. Actually, he's my son. He's 7 years. He goes to Apollo Kagwa. So I used to travel a lot, as I has told you. I'm a travel consultant. So traveling a lot, there is also an incident which happened at my grandmommy's place. Actually, my grandmommy's rentals.
Yes.
So the aircraft blew off the roofs, the police aircraft. So from that day, my boy started telling me, you know what, mommy, I want to travel with you. You know, and traveling is very hard with a kid. You know, in Uganda,
Yes,
so it
yes.
was very hard. So when I traveled a lot, I learned many things. You know, everything comes with exposure.
Yes.
Because if you stay here, you can't get exposed to something.
You can't, sure.
So when I traveled, actually I found what is called STEM education, which we don't have here. STEM education, I mean science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
Yes.
I was so impressed seeing kids, they can do extraordinary things, which I don't hear in Uganda. So I was like, oh, I have to do this. I have to do this. So I came back, I told my friends, you know what? I'm going to do this because I've seen it somewhere and I believe in it. Instead of working so hard, you buy land, you buy plots. You know why reason like people end up killing one another? Parents, they work a lot and they are rich. At the end of the day, they leave kids and the kids, they end up killing one another. Because they did teach them how to work, but they only send them to school. So I said, no, me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to engage my son in what I know best. So I started engaging him. I asked him, Papa, do you really want to be a pilot? Actually, I had just given birth. So I told him, what should I buy for you, your Christmas gift? So my son was like, Mama, I want an aircraft. I was like, you really want to be a pilot? He was like, yeah. So I started engaging him. I called Capt, I called Bruno.
Yes.
Then Bruno connected me. He's also a flight instructor. He's flight instructor. He connected me to another flight instructor called Emmanuel
I was about to think it. Enanga.
Senavia at Vine Air.
Yes.
So they started giving him lessons. I paid for the lessons. So whenever every Fridays, Saturdays and Fridays, he would go for piloting lessons.
Yeah.
Monday to Friday, he goes to this normal schooling.
Yes. Because I was about to ask how it does, it happens. But anyway, good, you've given us that.
Yeah. So that is how I started it because I believed in that. So he doesn't only do the flying lessons. He also does coding. He knows how to draw a website. He knows how to code. At a very young age.
Because I have Kaino here, the Kaino team. Let me get the message as it is. This is coming in from Alfred Kaino. They are downside of the Kaino homeschool in Chiwatule, and they're wondering, can the young captain tell the world if he has ever experienced a stall? And they are following, and these are the kinds of things they do, the so-called coding and the likes, homeschooling, early childhood training and the likes.
Yeah, he started, I also paid for him for coding lessons. He started coding, doing websites. Actually, I believe it's all about self-belief. Everybody is capable of doing something extraordinary, but in Uganda we have self-pity. We always think those things they are for rich.
For the rich.
For the rich. Actually, I was very disappointed with the negative energy, which people were commenting about my son. They were like, he comes from Salim's family. He comes from...
So does he actually come from Salim's family?
No, he's not even connected to them. Even he has never met them. He's just a boy who comes from a low...
It would still not be bad coming from a Salim Saleh family.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not a crime, actually.
Yeah, it's not a crime. But people, that negative energy, people bring out. They don't know that you can start small and you become...
The big something that people see.
Yeah, the big something. It's all about your time. Engage your son in what they love most. Till every time, don't let teachers take your children to school, learn, they come back, they play. That's what most parents do. But for me, I make sure that whenever my son comes back, when he's free, he goes, he does his coding. If no coding, he goes for flying lessons. Not flying lessons, he goes to astronomy lessons. And I know many of my friends were discouraging me, but I told them, I know what I want. And I do what is best for my child. Let
me ask, because time is running out on us. Captain, please get close to the microphone. I want to ask you something. Have you ever gotten a bit of a problem whilst in the air?
In the air?
Yes. And what exactly you did when you got that problem as you flew?
We didn't get a problem, but a storm was coming. Then, if a storm is coming and you're with a kid, you have to think fast. Then you change. If he's taking like a flying lesson.
Yes.
Then you change and land. Then you wait for a storm to pass. Then the sun comes back if he has not yet finished his minutes. Then he goes back and flies.
Okay. Wow. Instructor, probably give us the final word. We shall be getting to Mama a little later as we finalize in probably 2-3 minutes time. But final word, how do we get to you guys? Because I'm sure some parents out there might want to you know, have their kids enrolled. How do we get in touch?
Interesting question. First of all, how do they get in touch? Magic 100 FM.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Or you're going by the law of aviation does not advertise, just like the banks and hospitals. So you're fearing to make mention of the probable point of contacts one could actually take on.
With time, we shall come out and make an advertisement. Yeah, because we have something big coming.
Okay.
Yeah, for listeners.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Otherwise, is the room still open for more Graham Shemas of this world to come through?
It's open because that's what we want.
And that's what you're doing.
And that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
And that's my passion. I will just be very humbled.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can assure the world, the listeners, like I quoted on BBC, this kid is still inspiring the world and challenging the status quo.
You're self-inclusive after all.
Thank you.
Anyway, Mama.
Actually, about that, what
yes.
you're asking about that, me as myself, after seeing all the negative energy people were bringing in, I decided I want to form a school, an aviation club, supersonic for young kids. That is supersonic club, aviation, for coding
Yes.
programs,
Yes.
and aviation lessons.
Wow.
I think it will be very good for our country.
When should we hope that will be getting underway?
I think this year.
This year.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether you'll actually open up some vacancies, but I'm available as a chief administrator and probably communications officer of that school. Well, thank you so much, Mama Shema, and of course to you, Captain Shema Graham. Oh my, he's a very, very inspiring figure. He's actually on Twitter at Capt Shema Graham. That is at Capt, as in captain, in the short form of it. Shema Graham. And woof, wonderful figure he is. He's actually very active on social media. You can get in touch with him. Final word from you, Captain, before we can leave a studio this particular time. Any final message to the listeners out that side? As well as the viewers for the cameras that you see before you?
Any final words?
Yes.
My final word is thank you for seeing me. I want kids for their dreams to come true.
Yeah.
Every dream to come true. If you want to be an astronaut, footballer, you can keep on. You try, then your dream will come true.
Okay. Well, I'm actually...
And I thank Elon Musk for the scholarship.
What of Boeing? Are they not playing a great part?
Hey, I thank Boeing for the presents. I thank them for everything.
For everything.
But if it's not Boeing, I'm not going.
Ah, so it's basically a great thank you to the Boeing family. Okay. Someone asked me via SMS, what's your favorite food? Is it rice and beans? As someone was rumoring?
It's rice and chicken, pizza, other things, but it's a lot I can't explain.
Well, for the ladies listening in, there is a great challenge. You often call it pizza. The man has given you the right pronunciation of it. It's pizza. Oh my, interesting it is. We shall hopefully get you guys in studio another time. Yes, instructor?
I also want to send greetings. First of all, to thank Boeing Company for sending the presents, Elon Musk, and also want to thank my fellow team of instructors, Senabulia Emma, Captain Hamid, and also thank my friends Becky Nachibuka. Bravo, bravo.
Bravo, bravo.